It is another beautiful Sunday here in the House of Sewing. I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. And I hope you are ready for the Power Hour. Because I'm ready. Let's go sewing.
It's Russell Rush on Friday, kicking the ballistics on WIMS. Yo, I got a phone call by God. You want some whole cake? I said hold up. Yo, Big Dick is trying to get money in. WIMS, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy, then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt rack to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to send him up on Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday. Saturday is the Saturday.
Once more with the wall up in the score. Smash about a riff shit and make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. But diving from a piece of metal shoulda yo, slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase and time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, get the funky output.
5 days you work, 1 whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate go fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet
And roller skates.
But promote the hustle cause it keeps me fit.
I hope
No need to
everybody
talk,
is
you can just
doing
walk in.
well.
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and
You know, I had a good old time making those hammer pants. That was a hello, everybody. Hello. How's it going? Great to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the House of Sewing. How's it going, twin?
Oh, it's going. It's going. I forget it's Jersey night with you.
It's okay. You know what? I'm
I need to borrow some of
unrelenting.
your jerseys.
I could literally rotate, a jersey every week and not repeat for a while.
Yeah.
Yay! Hello, Judy. Hello, Mona.
What is that?
What's that?
Jersey?
This is Mr. Sewing.
Mr. Sewing. Okay.
Can you see the back or what?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm
Sewing.
hoping, I'm old where I gotta think about doing this maneuver, Oh. See, almost went into the trash can. It is the Power Hour Sunday night. Hello, everybody. We are off to a trash can kicking start. Great to see everybody. Hello. Judy, Mona, hello, Joydy, great to see you. Arlie, howdy.
Skip the Thousand Wilkies in there.
Drayston.
Yeah, Dre.
Dre,
Yeah.
how's it going? Hello. Great to see everybody. Katie Crafts. Yay. So tonight I'm going to be finishing my collar because I don't have a serger, so I actually have to sew my coat the right way.
Yes.
And so I have to completely line and edge everything. Then I have to sew the sides and everything. So, it's a process. With the serger, I'm just like, brap. Here you go. Pose in front of my lawn. do a couple backflips and call it a short. But the day I really do a backflip, I will have the proper authority standing by. Hello, hello.
Yes.
So, how's it going?
It's going good. It's been a slow Sunday. Slow Sunday. I'm trying to catch up from the weekend.
You know, I'm coffee fueled.
Yeah, well, I got mine. I'm ready. I have to have mine tonight.
So, I did make progress on my coat. I just need to add the collar. But like I said, without a serger, welcome, Judy Smith. Without a serger, you know, I have to do it the right way. So I have to turn the collar inside out, sew two sides together. You know, I have to do it the right way. I even have my iron out. I'm glad I brought that up because now I remember to iron everything.
Yeah.
It's great to see everybody. Hello, hello, shalom.
Never seen you iron so much in the last month.
You know, as I acquire, I'm like the Thanos of sewing. Every skill I acquire, I put that to the next task.
Yeah.
That and there's a real difference between your clothes looking homemade and professional. Some people say it's a serger. I think it's ironing.
Hmm. Maybe a little bit of both.
That better not be a Cowboys jersey or I'll start a revolution right this minute. This is a Cowboys jersey. And you know what's funny? I saved this. I found this at the thrift store. The star was hanging off. I found this star on the floor. And I sewed this. I completely sewed it back together.
Well, you know that's the cowboy rating, 1 star.
I'm a jersey collector. And this is a Ricky Williams jersey. I love obscure jerseys. Ricky Williams was he was, he's from a different planet. If they told me that guy was an alien, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Much like what people say about me. You know what? I feel like I should read my disclaimer, and I say this with love. If you were in the 4th grade, brush your teeth, be nice to your
They're gone.
parents.
They're gone. No, my people are gone. That's like right at the beginning of my stream. They said hi and goodbye. Unless they're lurking.
You were. I'm not
Oh,
saying I act like an adult, but this is an adult show.
yes. Yes. I know. I'm sorry I bring the kids.
Oh, don't apologize. You are literally you're a teacher.
I am.
They should be paying you as much as LeBron. Oh, did you break another serger? No. No, I'm just still in mourning of my serger.
Mm.
An iron is good to hear for the collar. How's it going, Ollie? Bob decided to upgrade his banjo and put a goat skin banjo head on it. Let's just say it's been an interesting day. Katie, please make a video. Please make a video of that. That might be something I want to do in the future.
Oh.
My 6-string banjo needs some love. My 4-string is still going, still picking and grinning, but my 6-string needs some love.
So Shalom, I'm assuming that AJ is not a Cowboy fan.
I'm one of those people. There are certain jerseys I'll never wear. See, but it's weird though. I'm not necessarily a New York sports fan, but I would wear like a Lawrence Taylor jersey because Lawrence Taylor was an interesting human.
Mm-hmm.
I would wear like a 1970s Islanders jersey. They were like one of the most prolific hockey teams that ever, played on this earth. They couldn't stop winning in the 70s and the 80s.
Were you ever like a Celtics fan?
What's that?
Did you ever watch the Celtics? Basketball.
Mm.
I know I'm in
When
basketball
they
land.
played, I watched them when they would play the Lakers.
Mm,
Again, that's a jersey I wouldn't necessarily wear.
yeah.
Just because maybe there is a list. Like I would never wear a Calgary Flames jersey.
See, Larry Bird was like my dad's favorite player, and I grew up with him. Yeah. Anywho.
LT was an absolute I'm of that age where he was just a hero of mine, like an absolute hero of mine.
Mhm.
So I think it's the nostalgia for that. And in a really weird way, I've been watching a lot of old sports on YouTube lately. I don't
Mhm.
know what it is. I kind of fallen in this hole of watching 1970s and 1980s Blue Jays games.
Oh, you're on a Blue Jay kick.
Well, it's because I watched the 1993 World Series
Yeah.
all the time. For me, it was just a great memory. And as an adult, I can go back and actually watch the game. And that's the benefit of living in the era of recorded history like that.
Mhm.
But now all these crazy games pop up. Hey, Andrea, hello, hello. And I started watching it, and 1970s baseball is on a different planet. Everybody, like, there's short guys, there's big guys. People are like 6'5", 6'8". Their bat is my height. They're literally
Bodies
swinging a
are all over the place.
It was a whole different planet back then.
Yeah.
And like they were there because of their skill, not because they looked like a bodybuilder.
Even though I don't mind seeing that right now. No, not at all.
I was a Larry Bird fan. I'm a I was a Laker fan, but as a kid, we would go to Clippers games.
Mhm.
So I became more of a Clippers fan than anything else. Because as long as I could remember, the Lakers were unaffordable.
And when Seattle had their team, my grandfather got me some jerseys from up there. And so Seattle Supersonics, is that what they were back in the
Yes.
day? Yeah.
I would
So it's like
rock.
I would wear their jersey to school, and I don't know, was I late elementary, middle school? Yeah, it was great.
I
I
would
don't know.
rock
It
that
was
jersey. I would
really
rock that jersey.
yeah. I don't have it anymore because my mom got rid of everything I had.
You know what? And this jersey proved to me too, because besides the mesh, I fixed a couple other things, just putting it back together. But it proved to me that I should go work for a sports team.
Well, now you have something to show. Go, "Look, I did this." Pay me my $2,000,000 to put the on the back of these shirts. Let
They
me
get
drive
paid.
the Zamboni.
I'm telling you, every year, I may never get that job, but every year I apply for the Dodgers, the Kings, the Lakers, any team. I'm going to start applying to the soccer teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they need it too. Lacrosse. I don't know.
But
Is that big
oh,
out
Arlie brings up a new pet peeve of mine. The 1970s basketball, 1980s basketball shorts are back.
Yes, they are.
People are showing high leg. I, I I'm like a Quaker. You're lucky. Like, see, I'm showing too much right now. But it was hot. Today we had the strangest weather. It was 70 something, and then it started raining, and then the
Mhm.
sun came back out, and then it rained again. So I don't know what to wear. But in a weird way, people have brought that 1970s look back.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
how do
they
you feel
have.
about that? How do you feel about? Are you going to start showing high leg like that?
Um, no, but I like to dress code little people when they do that, especially high schoolers. Oh my word, I dress coded a high schooler the other day because I mean you can pretty much see her booty. Like none of the high school teachers said anything to her.
See,
What
in
boy needs to be seeing that at school? Well,
I'm
I know they all want to see it, but what boy needs to see that at school?
looks like Nico leaves tomorrow afternoon. I'm not saying that, like, I don't judge what people do, but when I was in high school, if you came to school wearing something crazy, they would literally make you wear your gym clothes all day. So you
Yeah.
were sporting school pride all day.
Yeah.
And you knew someone got busted for like a filthy sweatshirt or something, or like, because they were
But
wearing their gym shirt,
but yeah, I agree, my shorts have gotten shorter, so, yeah.
Yes, Arlie, it's very popular here. It's very popular. And the other day, I saw a young man, and it just captured my eye because I was coming out of the Greasy Spoon, and he was on a skateboard with the selfie stick, but his shorts were like, man, they were high. His shorts were high.
He's
And
trying to get
because
a
I,
tan.
and because I was sitting there in traffic, I'm like, I wonder what he does on his channel. That was my first thought. Like, what kind of channel does that guy? Because it's not strange.
Yeah.
I turned the corner one day and this guy had 2 cameras, 5 cell phones on this weird contraption of a tripod, and he was making a rap video. And I'm probably in his rap video clapping. I was like, good for you, son. You're an entrepreneur. It was a busy time of like it was just his video probably looked awesome, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
So I'm not a hater.
So when are you, gonna convert to the short shorts?
I'm never. And that's what the whole thing. My son was trying to shame me because I wear my shorts past my knee.
Mm.
So my shorts are like this, even the basketball shorts. I go to like the super tall section and I'm like, these are good. That's why I have those KU shorts.
Yeah.
Because over all the years, no matter how much I go this way, I haven't grown. So they're extremely long. Oh, at least you got it. Absolutely, absolutely. I need to clear my desk is always so busy. There's always so much going on my desk.
Aren't all of our desks like that? Like, I'm glad the only shot I had was from my computer or my, sewing machine today because everything to the right, destroyed. Don't even look.
I thought by bringing this giant desk home, it would like, help me with work. I ended up just putting a bunch of monitors on it because it's so huge.
Mhm. See, I probably would have used it for a cutting table with it being so long. Now that you're a quilter.
Do you know what's so funny? I have rearranged this room. I have to figure out how this can stay here. The blue
It's in front of
chair
my
might
chair.
the blue chair might move.
That's my chair. Where's it gonna go? Like,
It
I'm ever
might.
gonna get there, but
The blue chair might go. I don't know.
mm,
I might put it in my kitchen.
mm.
Remember women's volleyball shorts in the 80s? They were like underwear.
They still are, Shalom.
They still are.
So that's one reason why I didn't play volleyball. I didn't wanna wear I call them little spankies. Like, all it was is just little pieces of fabric that went over, yeah, it's nothing. The cover's nothing.
That's one of the reasons I didn't join the swim team. Do you know how big the swim team's uniform is? It's this big.
Yeah.
It's literally a speedo. Literally. And I remember I was like 6 or 7 years old, and they're like, "Do you want to join the swim team?" I'm like, "Nope, nope, no, thank you." Oh,
Oh. And you have flippers on your feet or feet.
well, it wasn't until like high school did I start surfing,
Mm,
and then when I got my first car, you couldn't keep me on the farm.
I understand that. I think everyone does the same thing. They just escape from reality. Gone.
I think it's ridiculous that people still wear those, but you
Well,
gotta.
you gotta move. At
If
least
you
they're wearing
go,
knee pads. You know, some of their legs covered.
do you know what's really funny? Where I live, every style that has ever been invented is still going on here.
Mm.
You will see someone walking down the street dressed like they're in 1920 Spain. You'll see someone dressed like a 1970s hippie. It's strange here. some random person. I need to go into the fake furry coat business because people like I can tell if they got their fabric at Michael's, if they got it at Walmart. There's just furry coats as far as the eye can see here. Yay, hello Deb, hello.
Hi.
Awesome. I gotta plug this in. Do you know what's so funny? And I don't want to praise this machine too much. I do not want to praise my quilting machine too much. It's adequate. It's working how it should. Now I have to find what I did with the pedal.
It's doing its job. Got it. Just don't call it a she or a he. A she.
I don't know why you have to name stuff.
Well, when the good's going.
I'm just not a namer. I treat everything like a farm animal.
You never, yeah. You don't want to mourn Lucy May.
I was on the swim team. Those just were expensive considering what they were. Do you know I would wear a frog suit? A full frog suit?
What about what the Olympians are wearing now? Is that what you're talking about? Like the full bodysuits?
Yeah, just let me give me 2 years to do something about this. From here to here, from literally here to
So
here.
chunky. Look at you. Oh,
We had to wear a swim cap.
yeah.
I was one of like my parents made me choose. They're like, because I wanted to do everything, because my friends were like, I'm doing this and this. My parents were like, look, pick a sport. You can even pick 2. Which now as an adult, I'm like, oh, that's smart,
Yeah. You imagine if your son was doing multiple sports at the same time.
We go to the
Schedule.
we go to the same place every day. It's basically multiple sports. Takes me multiple cups of coffee to get through my day.
I did, Ollie. I changed my background quilt.
No, MMA has changed his life, so I'm not going to be a baby about it. That stuff has completely changed his life. He's a man now. He's totally mannish.
He's a teenager.
I know, but I remember the
I'm
little
not
guy.
ready for you to call him a man yet.
I know, but I remember the little guy when he was my buddy,
Yeah.
and like he wore a cowboy hat because his dad wore one. Aw. I did swim team, but was too scared to dive from the pedestal.
Yeah.
So I still to this day, there's actually an Olympic diving board that I came back as an adult and was like, I have to do this. Because I was so scared as a child, and it's still in my town, and it still costs 75 cents. It's a public. It's a public pool. I threw in my 3/4 and climbed up there, dove in, and literally left. Didn't even drive myself up. I just walked out. Mission accomplished.
Oh my word! You're just gonna do the cannonball in it into the pool?
There's a lot of is that my house or across the street? Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, no, that's across the street. No, I'm keeping an eye out for my son.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another conversation. So, who says what fabric that you have to use for a quilt? Is somebody going to come and arrest me if I use tweed because I'm sitting in a room of tweed?
Not at all.
And I'm okay with my quilt weighing 75 pounds.
I mean, you said one word the other day, and I was like, "There's no way you can make a quilt out of that." But
No, there's a lot of things that like because I've been looking at certain material that it's impractical. I have a
Yeah,
lot of polyester synthetic stretchy stuff. It just wouldn't lay right,
mm-mm.
you
No,
know.
you would definitely need to like use Pellon or something on the back of that just to make it stiffer, but so it wasn't stretched so much. That's totally still doable.
Do you know what's funny, Andrea? I did that to get over my fear of heights, and I'm still scared of heights. When I did that Olympic jump. Oh, cannonball 10 million platform is high speed. Yes, it is.
Shalom.
I am I'm finishing a coat right now, and it's been a long time, but I actually added pockets.
It's amazing.
I know it's shocking.
Or you can put a cell phone in it.
The quilt mafia. It,
Is that what he's
it
about to become?
it's one of those weird things though, because I have a ton of denim scraps that are perfect. I have a ton of excuse me, a bunch of tweed. Some of it lays flat. Some like the chunky tweed, you can't make a quilt with that
Mm-mm.
because it is real tweed. There's no quilting place as far as I know. Weighted blankets are in too.
Oh, I give anything to have another weighted blanket
I definitely
or a weighted quilt.
this made me snort as well. Andrea, that made me laugh as well. All right, that's about as ironed as it's gonna be. I'm
So
doing
besides
this.
the collar, what else are you going to do with the jacket?
I have to completely line everything because it has exposed edges.
Okay.
So I haven't decided if I'm gonna line it with itself or if I'm gonna add a funky color. But there's a lot going on, so I don't know if I want to add another design to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about adding something blue just to completely clash with it, like lining it with something blue, but we'll see how froggy I'm feeling like an hour or two from now.
Well,
And that's the thing. Have you ever done that? Making a quilt, you're like, I'm gonna change everything mid-quilt.
ooh, mid quilt? No. No. Once I already have it cut out or ready to go, fabric, no, we don't change it. We just keep going.
That
But
was
I might make another one with a different color scheme or yeah,
so that was a definite no.
But it's really hard to change a quilt mid quilt.
When you're like this, see that's the thing. Like making a collar, I could change. I'm like towards the end of the project, and I could completely change the entire project just by adding something. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah. I mean, I've added borders or took away borders from the original, or if I'm following a pattern or something, or I'll change something. Like I'll put like a what is it called? Mm, anyway, I've changed things, but not color schemes.
Okay, make sure that's laying down flat. I'm only gonna sew the back end and the sides
Mm-hmm.
because I've learned. And then when I get the collar on, I'll sew everything together. And that's the beautiful thing about mistakes is that as long as you pay attention to them, you will never repeat them. I change it if I make a mistake. Okay, okay. See that I'm like that too. Do you have projects that you start and you're like you're just not feeling it and you haven't finished?
Maybe.
I have the island of misfit projects.
Oh, you call them that too?
Do you know
Yeah,
how
I definitely have some totes that I need to either gift them to someone because they don't bring joy to my life anymore. Yeah. Or I just need to scrap them, put them in the scraps, and go from there. but I have quite a few just works in progress going on right now.
English paper piece that constantly morphs. Interesting.
That's right. So English paper piecing, it's just like that that quilt I'm doing with Tula Pink. You can create anything with it with English paper piecing.
So if I type in those words, am I going to fall down a rabbit hole?
You're gonna hand stitch?
I'm obsessed with hand stitching.
Well, then you will fall down a rabbit hole.
I professionally mind my own business, so I need things like English paper piecing to fall into.
There you go.
I need these niche things. All right.
But I just want to let you know, start with the hexies when you start researching it. Just start with hexies. Get your feet wet first. And then there's so many different things you can look at.
There's so many. I've walked past a ton of patterns. I've actually seen stuff. There's a thrift store I used to go to. I'm not kidding you. I've purchased over 200 patterns. If you want to make like a little house on the prairie dress, I got you. I got a pattern for you. One day I'll bust it out and I'll show it to you.
Yay.
Was that pre you guys coming around? I think it was.
Yeah.
There was this one thrift store I would always go to, and they always had like 1960s, 70s, and 80s patterns.
Yeah. That's
And
pre-Jess.
there's a market there. There's a huge market. What can I
It
make
might
with
not be pre-Mona, though.
vintage? What can I make with vintage chin? Is that chintz fabric?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, I'm Googling it.
Oh, okay. All right, let me check. Let me check my desk. Okay. Close my drawer.
So you just want like a few All right. Well, here's a picture of it. I
I
guess it's
fixed this. Do you see how beautiful that looks? I literally put this jersey back to life. And I won't even tell you
showing on the
what
back.
I won't even tell you what parts I stitched because this jersey was in pieces. I found this in absolute shambles. It has a shiny coating.
Yeah, as so this is can you see my screen?
Yes.
Like there's just a example of one, but it has shiny coating to it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Can I wear that though?
oh, I bet you could. I wouldn't put it past you.
You know, that's my ultimate
in
goal
it.
is to turn everything into clothing.
Yeah. Oh, I can see capes, jackets, pants. You'll do it all. You'll have a vest made in no time.
Can you still see Hammer if I go?
No.
Oh, you can barely see
I
him.
can see him. He's there.
Hammer watches over me and tells me to not spend too much. He gives me the hammer eye every time I go on Amazon. I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
It's not like I do. You know what? I do need a new hobby. I'm one of those people. I need at least like 5 or 6 hobbies at once. At least. Oh, I forgot. I said this yesterday. I finally found a pair of tweezers that fit my hand. Finally.
Where did you find them?
In a toolbox.
Oh my word.
I
So you really
actually
want them.
I actually have tweezers in every single size you could possibly think of. I found a whole tub. I love see, that's the one thing I miss about thrifting is finding stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like that day I spent like $90 on vintage patterns because they were $2 each. Imagine how many I had. And then I came back the next week, found more, spent another $90. Alexa,
Oh,
thank you.
yes. Well, EPP would be a really good filler time. And you can take it with you too. It's nothing that you have to stick to a machine to. So if you're out and about and you know that you're going to be out like appointments or something like that, it's going to take a long time. You just bring some stuff with you.
That's the one thing I miss about making my slow stitching patches. I would
Mhm.
take them everywhere with me,
Yeah.
everywhere. So I would be walking around with an embroidery hoop, or I'd always have one in my car. I miss that. Don't
Mhm.
touch that, hammer time.
No, 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 no. Yeah.
Every time I go to Vegas, I have to go to the antique mall. It is huge too.
Is that?
As far as antique malls go, it's bigger. I have one in my hometown. I've actually made videos about it, and it's big. They have a lot of cool stuff, but it's not as big as the one in Vegas.
Well, you're going at the end of the month. Have fun with that.
I'm going to it's been a while.
Mhm.
But I have a lot of the stuff. Like I'm not into like Matchbox cars. I'm not into like, I'm more into like clothing stuff. So we'll
Yeah.
see. This was my grandma's. That's awesome. That's awesome. Mm. Now I just have a ham. Now I just have dun 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 stuck in my head.
Miss Holly. Hmm.
Trying to get this as close as possible without missing. This is an amazing machine. Like I said, I'm going to try not to praise it too much, but it's an amazing machine.
Well, when you like something and it goes with you, might as well.
Well, it's when I was in Las Vegas, I purchased 2 quilting machines my first time there, and for the price that I paid for both, I would have paid for one. That would have been the price for one here in Los Angeles. So not only did they have like decent prices, but they were like, this is a brother. My Bernina, they're both space age. I had to look up the books on both just to turn them on. But it's a good machine. I should have pulled it out a long time ago.
She was just it was just waiting in the background for you.
It's okay if you want to call her she. They call the Enterprise she all the time. I do not name things. If you want to name everything around me, Twinny McTwin Twin Twin from the Twin
Oh,
Planets.
we're not doing a counter today. Only 10. That was 7 twins. No, I don't know how many.
I'm just saying.
Wow, you're already more than yesterday already.
When I feel it, you know.
Mm. It feels like I should change my name
I
to
don't.
Twin Twin.
You know what? It's just weird. I do not name inanimate objects. Let's say.
Yeah.
Which model brother is that? This is a PC 210. And it has a million different stitches to it. It has all different modes and everything. One of the reasons I stay away from computerized machines is once the screen's gone, it's done. But
Mm.
I'm gonna ride this thing until the wheels fall. I'm not pro modern machine. I know that makes me a dinosaur. I know like that. Have you ever seen iRobot the movie?
Yes.
There's a scene at the end of the movie where Will Smith goes in a storage container and comes out with his motorcycle with he walks into a storage container with a gas can and he pops out with his motorcycle. That will be me. When everyone's in their flying cars, I'll be in my Ford truck poking along on the road.
Your F-150 just going, hey, here I come.
I'll be going a blistering 55 miles an hour.
Everybody's just zooming by you. Zoom, zoom, like the Jetsons. Oh, my word.
Those small Danish butter those small Danish butter tins are clutch. I have ones that are my age.
Oh. Oh, those cookies are delicious.
I have a tin somewhere in here. I showed my 20 McTwin the other day. It has Texas on it. I got it from my grandmother's house. I don't know what Texas connection she had, but she had a Texas tin.
Her boyfriend gave it to her.
They were, man, I wouldn't be surprised. They were so 1970s. I wouldn't be surprised if she had some guy named Pablo or Diego.
So she could always remember him. And she put her favorite stuff in there.
Geraldo.
Um,
Quality street tins at my house. I have tins that are like 50 years old, 60 years old. You know, it's really funny. Those old school tins were made to last.
yeah.
I have a Mickey Mouse tin from the 1960s, I'm told. I pull it out every Christmas. All right, let's see what this collar looks like.
Stallone said his name was Don Carlos.
My grandparents, they like, when I say this, I say they would actually get on a ship and go cruising, but they were cruisers. After my grandfather was part of D-Day, and after that he never wanted to be on a plane ever again.
Yeah.
But he promised my grandmother he'd take her around the world, so they took cruises everywhere. They literally went around the world like 3 or 4 times on a boat. But he never stepped foot on a plane after World War II ever again. Ever again. But he was cool with, taking a boat. I need to get something that really helped me out with this, even though I have 100 pair of tweezers. This is the part where I'm trying not to mess up my collar or poke through.
Yeah.
But I need a good point. Perfect. And they have thousands of slides of where they were cruising around. And I have a bunch of pins that say Captain's Table. And a friend of mine, we were going through all that stuff, and she looked at me and she's like, dude, your grandparents were 1970s swingers. I wouldn't be surprised. They were cool. they dressed like everybody dressed like John Travolta after Saturday Night Fever.
Oh my word. Yes. We're gonna go that way. How much fun is that?
And I have the pictures. If anybody is lying, I got pictures to prove it in my family at least.
So do you have any of those outfits left from Grandpa?
Actually, I have a 1970s white suit coat that I have preserved. I wore that to prom. Cough, 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 cough. I won't even admit the year.
Oh my word.
Oh yeah, and I went to quite a few proms because I was this tall when I was 13 years old. So.
Yeah, all the girls like you. Don't even play. Stop.
No, I always hung out with older people.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a few, and I even went my freshman year.
Yeah, you were a ladies' man. You got all the girls like you.
And because my size, and the funny thing is, no matter how much I go this way, those suits that I was swimming in 1990, cough, 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 they fit me now. Because my grandfather was a large man. And
Yeah.
he wasn't necessarily tall, but he was like the guy you call. He was like, I'm gonna call Bill because Bill's just gonna grab you like this and walk around. My grandpa, he was a big dude. So his suits, he had the
Yeah.
giant chest. So I finally have filled those suits out. I want to dress like Mr. Roper from Three's Company. Don Knotts wore the funkiest suits ever.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever was in charge of the clothes back then, oh my word. Polyester leisure suits. I'm not kidding you, Mona. I went through this weird phase of making leisure suits. I have them. They're buried in my I was really bored during the pandemic. Really bored. And there was one that I found that was my dad's, but my father was really skinny. And so I was trying to recreate it because I didn't want to rip it, even trying it on. But it's authentic 1970s. It's a full jumpsuit, but it has the cuts, it has the pockets, the pleats right here down the sides. Oh yeah,
Go back.
1977. I had a Travolta type outfit. You know, that's the thing I love about style. Some people look back and they're like, "Oh, I dressed like that." No. I look back, I dyed my hair. I dyed my hair blonde. I look like Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man.
I can't imagine it. I just can't.
Everybody in my family cringed. I was so proud of myself because I fried my hair.
I just can't imagine how long it took to lift all that dark hair.
Well, it started because I wanted red hair. And so I
Oh,
would put Sunnin in my hair. Do you remember Sunnin?
yes. Oh, I wore it. Oh, yes. I know what
And
something is.
it
Lace
worked. It worked, didn't work. It worked and it didn't work. It turned my hair kind of brown. Because I have
Mm,
jet black hair.
yeah.
And well, I used to. Now it's gray. But long story short, I dyed my fro white. I mean, like white. And then I dyed my hair Sinbad red.
Oh, my word.
Oh yeah. So I had a burgundy afro in 1990. Cough, 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 cough.
Oh.
And now I have no hair to speak of whatsoever. Now I'm sporting I wear platforms. I would fall and get up and keep strutting. I'm okay. I love that. I love that, Mona. Oh. Oh yeah. And the funny thing is, I changed my style for a girl in the 90s. I'll never forget. My parents were like, "You will not dress like this forever." And guess what? I did it. That particular style. Oh, we
What
used Sun-In.
always do for girls. Mm.
Sun-In was amazing. It did lighten my hair
It would very quickly.
because it's just peroxide.
It is. It is. And it just fries it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did. I was a kid. And back then we had a dollar store. It was an actual dollar store. Everything was $1.
Mhm.
I would buy red hair dye for $1. And that stuff was so toxic. It's probably illegal in all the states now. You'd open the bottle and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm feeling woozy in here." Like
Ooh,
that
enough
stuff,
ammonia in there to kill somebody.
all that stuff was so bad for you. In
Mhm.
1980, we went the MJ look, dark jeans. Yep. Do you know what's funny? I can tell how old someone is when I see them wearing a blazer and a white shirt. I'm like, "Oh, I know how old you are. Oh, I know how old you
My brother-in-law, he sports one. I
are."
was like, "Why?"
See, I know how old that person is. My style tells on me. I dress how people dressed the year I was born. So I'm not talking trash about anyone's style whatsoever.
No, you're just feeling it.
I
I love
dress like it's 1982. Nah, I almost told
Ooh,
them.
they all heard it. They all just heard it.
I've been watching a lot of old school stuff, and I'm like, I was watching something, and I'm like, I am so not original. Style is so reciprocal, and we all copy each other. No matter what you think, you are dressing like somebody did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50. Especially in today's alternative world, we are copying what people did back in the day.
Yeah, just different fabric.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
throw everybody off and start dressing like a beatnik.
Mm.
Striped shirt with the scarf and the glasses. Oh, I really have that outfit too.
Oh my word.
Oh, I'm ready. No white shirts though. I get mine from the grocery store, a Hot Topic. Great to see you, Ed. Great to see you. If I didn't say hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Ed. Hair dye for $1. in 1990. Cough, 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 and I'll tell the year. It was like,
Early 90s.
well, for me, it was like 94, 95
Yeah, all right, mid.
when I did that. Like,
Hmm.
let's just say I was old enough where my parents still had say over my life. I don't know how many times I walked in the house and they were like, nope, nope.
Oh.
I used to always wear blazers. See, that was definitely like the 80s. That reminds me of the 80s with the blazers with the white shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And because I grew up in the land of yuppies. Oh, yeah. The people literally wore their collar. They would wear their collar up with a sweater over it.
Mm.
I remember I had an outfit like that at a friend's house. I will never forget. It was 1990, and my friend's mom walked up to me. She flipped my collar down, and she's like, "The 80s are over, William." I'll never forget that. But I think she was more saying that to herself. She's probably happy the 80s were over.
That's funny.
Should we bring back? You know what? Everybody has renamed everything. Should we bring back the 80s preppy? Even though they call that old money now.
The 80s preppy. I don't know. Not yet. I don't think yet. I don't think we're ready for it yet. Yet. It will come back. It will come back. Because I mean the 80s just came through. Like we're on the like the kids are on the 90s now.
Oh, don't say that.
We went through all the fluorescent colors and everything a couple years
No, they
ago.
are.
So the kids are now onto the 90s. Eventually the 80s will come back.
We
Gotta
have
get
successfully made a collar. I will be attaching this, but I just realized that we are 52 minutes in.
yeah. I
So
have
I have to
Tiffany's
let
link.
me put the brakes on this. I will be finishing this evening.
Mhm.
And I will, and if it's raining tomorrow, I will do a full hallway fashion show. So I will get a short out, high water, hell or high water, as they say. The Miami Vice look. Okay, so
Mm.
hear me out. I would totally dress like Tubbs. We need to bring that back. You know what? Scrap everything I said. I'm gonna start dressing like Tubbs. I'm gonna wear a white shirt and with like a pink blazer, then like a navy one the next day. Oh, good times. In high school, I learned that semi-permanent hair dye is permanent if you choose a color that is too dark. This is so true. Oh, great to see you, Sherry. I couldn't stop dyeing my hair. I had very old, like my parents were in their 40s when I was born, so they were extremely conservative. So they were like, nope, 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 nope. I wasn't allowed to wear plaid pants unless I was at church.
What?
They were weird. They were weird. And now I'm too old for something.
Never too old. Stop
I
whining.
know. Actually, I found plaid and it's not enough for a kilt. So I think I might make a
Oh,
jacket. It's not enough for a kilt. How much do I need for a kilt?
8 yards.
No, it's not enough.
I'll find you.
Really? You need 8 yards?
Well, for a proper one. For the one I want you to make.
I've actually heard fourth gen punkish music today. The sounds was electric manipulate. Oh, Alibaba. If it's not 4 chords and a guy screaming for 30 seconds, I'll cry. Like old school punk, that's the one thing about punk, old school punk, anybody could learn to play it because it was quite literally 4 chords. Try it if you're bored. Aw, I'm nostalgic. Like a lot of it, I look back and I'm like, oh, this was terrible. But some of it, I'm like, this is still a bop. Like all these years later,
Yes.
I couldn't believe when the guy started doing mullets again. Worst haircut ever. Never thought I would see those. Yeah. My son asked me if he could have a mullet, and at first I was like,
Um,
yeah. And then no, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I came back 20 minutes later. I was like, let's rethink everyone's choice. Let's sit down. Let's have a committee meeting. And I had a chart. And on the top of the chart, it said, "Do you ever want to get a girlfriend?" I will gladly cut your hair in a mullet, but if you ever feel like having a girlfriend,
Yeah. I shared a picture with Shalom the other day and of my kids, and that's the first thing that she noticed was the kid with the mullet.
I'm telling you.
He's amazing though, but
Well, it's different when you don't have say. Like if you don't have say, you can't say if your parents cut your hair a certain way, then if you're of that age. But as my son has choice. So a mullet, I'm like, sir, let's sit down. Let's have a committee meeting. Because I'm willing to talk it out. I'm willing to talk it out, but no mullet.
I'm glad you guys didn't do the mullet. I just don't see it with him. It's not him. It's not.
Is Tammy live?
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go this way.
I don't think so because she hasn't popped up.
No,
Okay.
she's not live yet.
Okay, good. I always get in my groove.
Put the link in there. Is that what you saw?
Yeah. Well, no, I was just because I'm getting notifications.
Oh, okay.
But it's probably the half-hour notification, even though she's like 8 minutes away.
Yeah.
I think mullets look great on kids. Hey, Linda, hello.
I think they really look good at for those little kids that are playing football. It helps with the helmet, maybe. I don't know, but it looks so cute, little football jerseys and a mullet.
A long time ago, I wanted a duck tail in the back because I saw it in a movie. I'm so glad that my father put his giant foot down and said no, because I would have looked crazy.
Maybe.
That was junior high. That was way junior. Great to see you, Linda. Great to see you.
Conversation.
Just dropping to say hi. Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you so much.
Hi, Joyce. How you doing?
I feel like I'm just getting warmed up an hour in, but this is the power hour on Sundays.
It's because you always go 3 hours.
I'm getting back to my old ways.
Yeah.
But we were, in this power hour, we were productive. I will be adding this collar on said coat behind me.
That's wonderful. I made 2 more scrunchies while you're talking.
I need to find, I have somewhere in here, I have thousands of buttons that are hidden. I have a jar of all white buttons. They're all the same size. I have a jar of white buttons that are mixed matched. I have a jar of black buttons and everything. They are all missing.
I can't believe it.
The only ones I can find are the hokey ones I bought last year.
And you've gone through that room.
Well,
is there any other place that you would have put them?
They're probably in my toolbox somewhere. I bought this last year.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, but it bothers me. It bothers me they're not the same size. They used to sell like 1,000 buttons of, said size, and they really don't do that. Everything's now like kind of a grab bag. So I have to fish through. I have a bunch of wood buttons. It took me an hour to find 6 buttons because I would get distracted, do something else, come back like, I don't want to do this.
Oh.
So
you can either whip stitch it or you can just put it on your sewing machine and just edge stitch it. It's only a 2-inch opening, so no biggie.
Interesting.
I'm not a whip stitcher today. I'm sewing it in the machine.
And I've cleared space. I'm going to be moving my my dress form, and my block wall is coming back. We're going to get blocky. We're going to get real blocky.
You mean your design wall? But we can call it block wall. Oh, I never heard it called a block wall before.
I'm changing the game.
Okay.
I'm changing the game.
There's no rules to quilting. If you want to call it a block wall, we call it block wall.
It is the block wall.
Block wall.
The wall. just
making it
another brick in the wall. We don't need no quilt police. We don't need no thought control.
Just give us a thread and a needle.
Leave those kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick on my wall. We are power houring tonight.
That was fabulous. Oh my word, that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
Block wall for the leaky plate quilt. Absolutely. The leaky dish. Absolutely.
The leaky dish.
The wall of sewing.
I will never forget you.
We don't need no. That song is just in Front Street in my head now. We don't need no thought control. Patent pending. Oh, I love
You remember
Sundays
that
now. Sundays are amazing.
Yes.
All right, let me check.
Oh.
Okay.
Leave William alone.
Oh, cool. We still have another 2 minutes. No, I'm all up on Tammy's chat now.
Oh, I know. I'm watching it. I'm going back and forth.
Oh, starting to feel great power. Absolutely. But I've been cleaning in here. I've been redesigning everything because, I need room. I need room to be able to do everything and not feel like the wall is like, like heavy breathing on me, So I moved the girls. Now I have the great pillars of sewing up there.
Oh.
See, you can't even tell that there's a mannequin up there.
No, I can't. But you just need to keep putting your makes on them. So I can,
Rotate.
You need to rotate. I'll go with time to rotate.
It makes me fall on the ground and laugh that you want to like buy them clothes. You want to take them to lunch. You want to like
with your card.
You're like, I'm going to buy them shoes.
Oh, I never thought about shoes.
The other day, I told my son, I was like, grab a pair of socks. He was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I don't want people to see the mannequin's feet. He's like, okay, this is too far. Like, he was getting the clipboard ready for the intervention. He was like, sir, you have crossed the line, sir.
Well, Isaiah doesn't know what's coming.
I'm telling you, to me, it's an inanimate object.
Well, it can be one in your mind.
So it's one of those things, like, oh, let me check.
We don't need no.
Exactly, it's in my head too. Oh, good times. It's gonna be 2 a.m. I'm gonna be playing that.
Yes.
But I am feeling froggy, so we'll see what I line the coat with. I might get really artsy and line it with something. I have so much fabric in here, I need to start using it, know? When I unearthed the plaid today, I was like, oh, I have so much fabric.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Deb. It was great to see you. I'm trying to remember, did I make it to I did. I think I watched the first like 20 minutes of the live this morning with Deb and Lisa.
Oh, did you? You didn't say hi.
Well, it's because it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed that I haven't gone to bed.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. Stop playing.
Everybody wakes up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I'm like in the corner, like, "Hello, everybody! I've been up all night. Hello."
Just bring your best self.
Oh, Tammy is live.
Yes. All right, you guys. Yeah.
All right.
I'll put it back in again.
I'm gonna turn this ship around. We did our duty. It is Sunday. I hope everybody has a great evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please go check out Tammy because she's on third.
Yes.
And up next. So thank you as always, Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets.
Yes. Thanks, twin.
I will I'll be back at it tomorrow. So instead of my usual fluff, like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely